That one guy's kind of like a Dustin.
I was gonna say, just
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I guess
Right.
that's sad.
Get out of there, Dustin.
Dustin, you're
oh,
You're dead.
super dead.
Sorry,
no. Oh,
Dustin.
no.
Your glasses.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to thank you guys very much for stopping by the channel. Just remember, if you want to help us out, just give us a little bit of a like and subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. And if you want to get early access to next week's episode, you can hit us up on our Patreon. All right, now I will stop yakking and let's get on with the Attack on Titan reactions. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top. I'm hanging out over here at Casa de Tank Top, kicking it with my very good friends over there, Dustin and Morgan Drace, over there at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Pumped.
What are you pumped about? What are you pumped about?
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Morgan can get into, like, you like a good sports documentary. You fuck with a good sports documentary. You like that.
Love a sports documentary.
Sure.
Even though we're not talking about sports documentaries, if you want something like that, actually go back and check out our fucking last dance coverage. Actually, that was a lot of fucking fun. You know, this show, I don't know if I could call this show necessarily fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a little romp.
But we're talking about Attack on Titan. We are on season 3, coming off the heels of like a fucking breakneck fucking second season. Like, it moved so fast, it threw so much at you. It done in half the episodes.
Yeah.
Of the first season. You know what I mean?
Huge reveals, like nonstop. Like, wait, whoa.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Jesus.
There's new people, and like I'm finding out about them too, and like Ymir's over here, and like all this other shit and everything. Yeah, for sure.
Titans are talking.
Titans are talking. We got Talking Titans over here. It's Titan Talk. You know what I mean? Like a new like morning radio show or something like that they're putting on over there. It's like a whirlwind, you know, of a second season that again, but it like we keep saying, like, you know, for every one step forward you take as far as kind of like understanding elements of this world, they will introduce a new thing that will give you like about 5 to 10 more questions or whatever. The biggest one being, you know, kind of the camera shoots, like, you know, because Ymir and Krista have been taken by Rainier and Burholz, and we assume that they're taking them back to like the Titan Town or Titan Refuge or whatever the fuck that place is. I'm very excited to see it, and I hope that we get to see it. I hope they don't pull a fucking basement bullshit and then we talk about this place and then we never get to see it.
Yeah, it was in the title scene. It was in like the opening credits. Yeah, I put the key in it, and then we saw nothing. You motherfuckers.
And who knows, man? We might be waiting until fucking season 4. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck knows? Eren's got himself a fucking Titan Universal remote.
Mm-hmm.
He can sit there and he can kind of turn it on and like everybody's like, hey, don't do that. Attack the other guys or whatever. Kind of similar to like, what was it? Like when Neo figured out that he could control machines outside of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Or something like that. We're just like, whoa, I didn't even fucking consider like that as a possibility and shit. You know what I mean? And the only other guy that we know that can do that is the Beast Titan. And that was the big kind of fuck you, like at the end of the of the season, where they were like, the camera shoots past everything, we're playing this music, like we're pumped, we're gonna find Ymir, we're gonna fucking rectify this wrong, we're gonna fucking take it to the Titans, you know, we got this new thing, and then the fucking a guy, kind of, I'm assuming who's in the nape of the neck of the Beast Titan or whatever, is just the fucking Chad meme dude with glowing fucking eyes or some shit like that is just sitting there, and he's like, oh, not quite ready, or something like that. He said something to that effect.
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye on him and shit. I think that he's part of like the upper echelons of Titans that like struck a deal with possibly the community that Rainier and Bertholtz. That Bertholtz are. How do you say his name again?
It's a Bird Holtz.
Bertholtz.
Bertholtz.
Bert Holtz.
Yeah.
Bertholtz.
Bert Holtz.
The Bertholtz and all them that I think that he is apart from them.
Wander
He's
in the countryside.
He's like probably the king.
Sure.
Maybe
He's the ape
King
king.
Titan over there.
Maybe he's an undercover boss.
He's an undercover boss.
He's trying to figure out. He's trying to get a look-see at how this whole thing operates.
He's like, they're not quite ready. They're just taking too long at the drive-through. They're not ready.
We could have saved some time if they peed in water bottles instead of taking all those bathroom breaks.
But yeah, so like I don't know, like and also, you know, like shout out to the patrons and stuff like that who threw in like on the annual award like tier and made it possible for us to do 2 episodes a week and shit like that. That was something that everybody really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we made like a little bit of a pledge drive type of thing, and so we've been able to do that. So we thank you guys very much for that. Hats off to Abe. What's going on, Abe? Everybody say hi to Abe. If you're enjoying the fucking edit, it's because of that man right there. So yeah, I'm ready to fucking get into this thing. And if you guys want to get into the rest of this season, and you want early access to all that stuff, so every time that we make a drop on YT, you guys are able to get the next episode completely full and uncut. So as we're dropping this here first episode, you get to watch on our Patreon. You get to watch episode 2, and then we drop episode 2 edit. You get episode 3, and so on and so forth. You know how numbers work. Oh my God!
A human shield,
dude!
Sick.
Oh my God!
Woo!
Hell yeah, Levi.
So, but the one number that you guys have to know is the $5 tier, the word tier, which gets you early access to all of our Attack on Titan coverage. So if you want to get early access and go ahead by 1 episode, you hit us up over there. The Patreon link is in the top pinned comment and it's in the description below. And if you can't do that, but you still want to help us out, just hit us with a like and a subscribe. We appreciate it tremendously. All right, let's take a look at this here, guy. Let's see what let's see what madness they're gonna lay on us with this opener. You know it's gonna be crazy.
Let's do it.
You know it's gonna be wild.
Birds.
Bird Titans.
Bird Titans.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Is it Mikasa?
Who is it?
Who is it? Ocean.
I think it's Eren. What's across the ocean? What's in the ocean? We don't know.
I mean, he doesn't even know what an ocean is.
They even seen an ocean.
What is this opening? Wow, the animation's totally different.
Yeah, this animation looks way different.
Not so much anymore. Those initial shots looked a little different for sure.
It's just happy little buddy comedy. This little...
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Like,
who's that? Who's this booze hound?
Wait, who's this guy with the whiskey and the hat? Ooh, is that...
You spread your blood-stained wings? What the fuck?
What's going on with this opening? I'm not falling for it.
Typical Sasha.
Huh. It's kind of like them just hanging out. Like this is like a sitcom with all of them living together.
Ooh, a new Levi squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's swiping food.
Oh, yeah, she is.
She's hungry. She burns a lot of calories.
Right? They're literally calling her Potato Girl.
Oh, it's dirty under there.
Uh-huh.
You're in trouble now.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, an experiment. Oh, there he is.
Good.
Ooh.
His ass is so hanging out.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
What the hell?
Oh my god, he looked so weird with like the rest of his body hanging out of the nape of his neck too. Like that was so fucking weird. Interesting. Huh. Ymir and Krista have been taken by Rainier and Burholtz, and we assume that they're taking them back to like the Titan Town or Titan Refuge or whatever the fuck that place is. I'm very excited to see it.
Who do they need to find?
Maybe Ymir?
Yeah, maybe.
When did they get her back?
I thought she was.
You know what? Maybe we misremembered and they just took Ymir and maybe Krista was there. I think we might have just misremembered that. Like we thought that they'd taken them both.
Oopsie doopsie. I don't remember her.
Oopsie doopsie. Has Connie like accepted the fact that like does he know that that's his mom like for sure? It seems like he has an inkling, but you know, like
yeah.
I don't know. We gotta find out more about you, honey.
For a second, I first thought that was Armin. Just like because the animation changed a little bit.
Yeah, right?
A little bit. Yeah, I can see that shit for sure.
Oh, yeah, she did run
Look
off.
at us.
I'm dumb as hell.
We like watching things.
At least you're not talking like an idiot anymore.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Jesus.
Like you better if you smiled less.
That's a first. Pastor Nick. Oh, fuck. And that's the dude that they had detained. That was talking all kinds of crazy shit about the wall and everything.
Yeah. These guys are in on it.
What? Whoa.
The fuck are you talking about?
Jeez.
Like, I'm sorry, you guys literally like had like an evil, nefarious. At least the Titan that we have in our ranks, like, is trying to help. Like, you guys have one that tried to destroy the city.
There's a conspiracy afoot.
Oh yeah.
Military police are in on shit.
I like Hanji, man. Like she's cool and crafty and yeah, man.
Yeah.
Playing these two dummies like a fucking fiddle, man.
She's like the AOT Columbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just so stupid. I can't imagine what it'd be like meeting you, illustrious soldiers.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Whoa.
And just one more thing.
Just one more thing. Please tell whoever did this that they'll be sorry and I'll torture them.
Oh, she was looking at his hand and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she was feeling it.
Murdered one of their own.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Filled out a wrong report. I listed him as somebody different, but they still found him.
He's so unfazed.
Like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, whatever.
Tea that way.
He does.
This guy does. Hold on. I'm gonna try it. Ooh. It's tough. Maybe a little tougher out of a can.
Yeah.
見えた限りの爪は全部。喋るやつは1枚で喋るが、喋らねえやつは何枚。
Believe me, I know I've tried.
He's done this before.
Yeah, Levi's tortured some people before, for sure.
その中央の何者かに目をつけられたのは確かだろうな。
When is it ever friendly? Somebody's watching you.
全員撤収だ。ここは捨てる。すべての痕跡を消せ。
Ooh. This is like,
Wow.
remember we were talking about like the stealth, like Departed, like whatever, like kind of whodunit thing. Like they're kind of leaning into that a little bit now.
You sit there with a mass murderer. A mass murderer. Your heart rate is jacked. Your hand? Steady.
中央から命令が出たらしい。調査兵団の壁外調査を全面凍結。
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
団長のところにも憲兵団が。
Oh shit.
ハンジ、お前の班から何人か借りるぞ。
もちろん。
That one guy's kind of like a Dustin.
I was gonna say, just
Shit.
ベルトルトが話していたことで思い出したことがあって。わかった。後で読ませてもらうよ。
Read it now.
here's an important plot point that we're gonna reveal to you later, but we're just gonna let it
We'll
tantalize
let it
you.
linger a little bit. Who are these guys looking out for them? These dudes in the hats and shit like that. Who are these motherfuckers right here? King Fritz. Okay, I don't think we've really heard about King Fritz before.
Right?
さすが王様、気前いいですね。
あるところにはある。
She's like, hell yeah.
Right. She's like, people are easily swayed by food. And she's like, yeah, duh.
Duh,
Like,
it's delicious. Ooh, we meet the king? Where is he?
必要だ。ここでもう一度王家の求心力を上げておかなければ。それよりも近い。
oh, they're keeping him in the shadows over there.
This is what's her name's dad.
いや、もうすぐ手に入るだろう。あれが動いている。
Take a look at this king. Is this king in the fucking neck of the Titan? He kind of looks like him. Kind of looks like him. Is he the one running around in the Beast Titan? I don't know.
Conspiracy goes all the way to the top.
All the way.
気をつけろ。後ろだ。
Oh, fuck.
Oh, did they get? Oh shit, they got him.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Cowboy. Bounty hunter.
あいつ、絶対俺に似てねえのに。うますら。
His horse face will give him away. I remembered that. I remember when he... The guy
Yeah.
that was pretending to be him.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Ew.
Ah.
Ew. No.
Ah.
No. No.
Ah.
No. No. Wait,
Ew.
no.
Fuck off. This guy's getting a fucking sword through the brain. Oh my god. Mikasa is going to fucking
Oh, yeah.
end this fucker.
Good, but still, like when they told me this is like the animated Game of Thrones, I didn't want it like that.
あれはただの素人だ。なんでそんなのを使ったんだか。
Could you get in there and slice Rapey McRape hands up a little bit?
念のために言っておくことがある。アルミたちに伝えろ。
Oh, what? They're calling some bullshit this episode. I'm gonna tell you this important thing.
Later.
That's like what the show's kind of always done in a certain sense.
見張りは
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Oh. Ooh. He was gonna fucking shoot himself in the head.
ピクシー司令の宿舎まであと少しです。替え玉作戦の方は。
There you are, Dustin.
There's Dustin. Yeah, right.
中央憲兵が使う手じゃない。奴らは気ぐらいが高い。素人は使う。
Right. This is like an outside job or something like that, I think.
もしリーバー、切り裂きケニーを知ってるか。
見
Kenny the Ripper.
Ooh, a mass murderer.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow, that dude said ACAB pretty hard. It's like,
Yeah, right.
ガキの頃奴と暮らした時期がある
Oh, of course you lived with him. Of course you two were friends.
目標を絞ってつけるときは両斜め後方と見晴らしのいい高台
oh, shit.
Oh, there he is.
Fucking Cad Bane over here. Oh, fuck.
Oh, she dead as dog shit.
Oh, man.
Okay, we just met her, so I don't really know how to feel about this, but I guess
Right.
that's sad.
Get out of there, Dustin.
Dustin, you're
oh,
You're dead.
Super dead.
Sorry,
no.
Dustin.
Oh, no.
Your glasses.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they.
Levi
Look at this cowboy.
Whoa.
Pretty slick.
A little bit. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. Fuck are all these guys?
It's so. Fuck you, Kenny.
In the fuck?
Kenny! That's amazing.
I'm disappointed. Why didn't we get to see the raper guy like dead?
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. Also, they were up on the roof like having a conversation while old girl is down there fighting for her life, which is being like a little help. You guys can maybe not with the conversation and
I'll say this. I mean, I think it's probably better to at least wait until you get the information out of them and to find out what they're doing and why they're doing and who they're working for, and then you kill them.
Then you kill him. You just need one though. You don't need the one guy.
You don't
He
know
can
that.
go.
You don't know that.
I
They could
know.
be, like, no, I agree. No, I mean, like, obviously, do I want to see his blood all over the, his brains all over the walls?
You
Of
could
course
take
I
his
do.
wiener.
You could cut the wiener off for sure. He'll probably tell. Yeah, he'll sing like a fucking canary after you fucking take his wiener off, or at least like you yeah. This was interesting in the way that not very much Titans shit at all.
Right? Because it's like the
Just
real enemy is the humans.
Yeah, just the one failed Titan experiment. That was
I
pretty much
know,
it.
and why couldn't he?
Which
and, like,
I kind of like that. I mean, like that's interesting. Like apparently he can't. Like
Get it
he's
up.
not as big as he once was anymore and shit like that.
he
Like,
said
it's
that
just-
his leg. Wait, no, where's that?
That was Levi's
that was
leg.
Levi's leg.
That's Levi, yeah.
Eren. Yeah, so why? Why can't Eren?
Just performance anxiety, man. Happens to everybody.
I like that they just like lean very heavy on like the intrigue element of this, a little bit more so than I think than they have. Like it's been a part of the story, but that's pretty much all that we kind of dealt with, like in this whole thing. And then we got like this new Kenny the Ripper looks cool and interesting and fun and very anime. It's a very anime looking kind of type of character. You know what I mean?
And he raised Levi. That's why Levi's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's why he's like this dead-eyed lunatic. You know what I mean?
Surrogate dad.
With a heart, dead-eyed lunatic with a heart of gold. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause he didn't.
Sure.
He
Remains
didn't
to be
become.
seen.
He didn't become that way. Because he was always that way, even when we saw him in that No Regrets OVA. Like, he was always like, that type of thing. It's just probably even more so, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, this guy. And that's, like, the most that we've ever seen him emote. Kenny! Like, that was kind of a funny way for him to say it a little bit right there. Like, yeah, it's pretty great.
And RIP to those two randos that
Yeah.
we just met.
And has a big-ass crew, by the way.
That was
Yeah.
Like
Where'd
everybody
they all
jumped
come
the fuck
from?
up, and you're just like, "What the fuck is all this shit?" No, he is.
And why
he is
did
going to
they
be, like,
want the people?
who hired him? I don't know. That's something we're gonna have to unfurl. And also, like, he's clearly like he's loud. He's got a lot of style. He's very like verbose. He is the antithesis of Levi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they were in an odd couple situation. You know how, like, the one guy's always smoking his cigar and ashing on the ground.
Yeah,
and
and the other
Levi's
guy-
super neat freak. And that's how he got to be such a neat freak. This guy was
Uh-huh.
like
I can
leaving
see
bloody
that.
corpses all around the house.
It's like
100 of them, all military
Just leaving
police. By the way,
bloody
That's-
corpses everywhere in your wake.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, as
I
long
never.
as like dogs got to eat. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. So you got to make sure they're all set. The a more understated, I think, kind of way to go about like or set up for the story that kind of ended with like a big kind of like with sort of a big reveal, like, but not one that I was expecting. Like, and also dude, the king, what's it, King Fritz or whatever
King
it was,
Fritz,
that guy.
he looked like the guy.
He kind of looks like him.
He's the
a little
ape
bit.
man.
You think he's the ape man? I mean, like, why?
Maybe. No, I don't think he is. Because the ape man would seem like he was doing like a lot of research on people, and the king would already know that shit.
Would he? Yeah, he would.
Probably would. No. I mean, like, I think that's not unfair. I mean, probably not. But I mean, just the fact that he said so little and like the way that they, I guess, just like it was more the way that they like, other than just like having a beard and kind of being light haired and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of the only thing that I'm really going. Like, you sort of have to like, you're like, oh, like, you know, the armor titan has the same haircut as Rainier.
Yeah.
Like, you just kind of you gotta not be like it's trying to. I guess I'm trying to learn those lessons and keep it simple, which means that the show is probably knowingly counteracting that with something else, probably, or whatever it was. But he did kind of look like him, and the fact that like he didn't really say much, and they kind of had him backlit and kind of shrouded. They were kind of Ozai-ing him a little bit. Right there, like kind of, you know, so I feel like it's going to be important no matter what it is, whether he's the Beast Titan boy or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of remains to be seen. So
they're continuing to surprise us.
And we got Krista's dad.
Right.
So apparently he's not just like some lord from, because they were like, oh, so he's just from some like shitty district lord, like what the fuck, he's not important. But he's like clearly important enough to advise the king on how much food to give to the people. So I'm like, he's a little bit higher up than people realize, I guess.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like a senator. It's like we know he controls a lot of shit, but he's a fucking, maybe he's a scumbag, you know, like from like the fucking, you know, from like the maybe like McConnell, like from like
states.
No, well, no. It's like he's like he's a douchebag from like the fucking from the, you know, like Mitch McConnell from the Kentucky district or something like that. We're like, fuck that fucking guy, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. The political machinations and kind of the intrigue kind of element of it is definitely kind of seems to have vaulted forward in a big fucking way, and I like that stuff. I think that's
like
cool,
that,
so.
But then again, it's like last season with the credits where it's just like all these like animal shits that weren't really answered. Like, was not.
You're still hung up on that?
I'm still hung up on like the gators and whales flying around, where I'm like, but they didn't really explain why that was in the credits.
It's in my mind, but I mean, as we've seen, like, this show will just drop
Season 3's like, nah, we're just not dealing with that. I'm like, but you introduced it.
Well, Morgan, we don't know. There's 22 episodes. We don't know that they're not dealing with that. You know what I mean? Like, so like I mean, and this show very much so, you know, like little things that would kind of bug us would
They're
just
gonna get answered later.
They would implement it. I mean, like, I'm like the biggest one was like us calling bullshit on Rainier getting out of old girl's fist. You know what I mean? Where we're just like, what the fuck? Like,
it's
that doesn't
lying
make any
to
sense.
us.
Yeah, right. No, you think? I mean, and sometimes like shows like fucking. Sometimes shows just fucking gaslight your ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they kind of, you see things and hear things in the show, and then they kind of.
And they ignore it, and then I'm like, I'm not crazy. I saw it.
Right, like you know, like not to relitigate it, but like Fennec Shan like saying like to Boba Fett, like, the bikers didn't do that, and then him going, okay, cool, okay, chill, and then never fucking addressing that at all, like within the story. You know what I mean? Like, and so, and not in a way that makes sense. So I'm assuming that some of that stuff will. You know, yeah, like, because they all had like the little glowy hearts, and there was like dragonflies and gator
dinosaurs,
boys,
and now this opening is just people.
I'm on team. That shit don't matter.
You might be right.
They just want to.
You might be right. The only thing that makes me think that there isn't something.
Is every
That
other show
I
you've ever
want a
watched ever?
dinosaur.
Like, you know, it's like all media where the Chekhov's gun. Like, yeah, I get it.
It would just be too bizarre to have it so. I mean, because like other than the Beast Titan, and because he was running amongst them or whatever, like it would be so fucking. It would be truly like hilariously random if they just decided to implement that and then not pick it up. But you might be right. I mean, like it could definitely that like
My theory is that it's a cultural difference in that. In a westernized story, then yes, why would those be there? I think it's more symbolic than literal.
Sure.
I don't think it's a literal representation of these guys are going to be riding inside of these beast titans. I think it was that like the titans are like I think it was more about like the heart of like people and the soul of nature, and I think it was more of like a metaphor or something along those lines. That's my interpretation so far.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just going like hard the other way.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, that could be a part of it for fucking sure. Like, that definitely could be something. I love a personalized thing for Levi that would get him so emotional. I think that's really interesting. Like, after 2 goddamn whole seasons, there's somebody that can actually get under his skin in like a real way.
And he got sidelined last season, like for like,
totally nerfed. Totally nerfed. Yeah, he was out. He was out with an injury and shit like that. And it was kind of like, and they would just cut back to him like in the fucking like in the wagon or whatever it was. Like they didn't really seem. They didn't
wasn't
really
even
utilize.
Uniform. He was just in like plain clothes.
Yeah,
hanging out.
They didn't really figure out a way to use him. Like if it was more where it's like, okay, well I can't be out in the field, but I can get information. I can do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like given that they had such a short order of episodes and it was such a condensed, like, like it was very concentrated, like all of the stuff, maybe they were just like Levi's sitting this one out. And we're just, like, and we're just not going to, maybe there was some stuff, some material that they could have gone back and got, but clearly they're saving some of that stuff for what's going on right now. So I don't know. Very interesting. A couple of interesting pivots and some new characters, and I'm definitely interested to see what the fuck this Kenny like stuff is all about. And everything. So. Kenny, like it kind of sounded like he was like he was excited to see him, like you see your buddy in like a bar that you haven't seen. It's like, Kenny, come on over, have a shot, or whatever the fuck it is.
Wild man,
and maybe that's what it is. So, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to keep going.
Yes. Same.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, we hope that you guys are excited to keep going. If you guys want to keep going, right now, there's nothing stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 over there. To hit us up over at our Ward tier to become part of our Patreon, and that will get you early access to the next episode. So you're watching episode 1 right here of season 3 right here, and what you can do right now is you can actually watch episode 2 on our Patreon at this very minute at the Ward tier. You pony up $5. The link is in the top pinned comment, and it's in the description below. Or maybe he's sad that he was so easily kind of taken or something like that. Oh shit. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, he killed. It's his first kill. It's his first kill.
Yeah.
Baby's first kill. I'm so proud of him.
Click on either one of those. That takes us over there. You can become a part of our Patreon and get early access to this and a bunch of other shows and a bunch of exclusive content that nobody else in the world gets to see. We appreciate y'all for hanging out, and we'll talk to y'all later.